Folks, we're back with your next match right here. We were watching some highlight stuff from the Liscotti Cup, which is coming up. It's right around the corner over at Rax in Vernon, Connecticut. And you're going to see some teams action going on there, Moscone-style event. 8-ball, 9-ball, 10-ball, singles, doubles, teams, whatever. All the stuff. And right now, we got Lukas Fracasso Verner and Thomas Haas. And this is the third, fourth place match. The winner of this is going to play Kevin Guimond in our semifinal. And the loser ends up in fourth place. Both players here earned their spot. I mean, the top four players, no big surprises. Our first match of the day today was these two gentlemen, young superstars, both playing super sporty. Thomas lost his match to Mike DeShane, and Lukas lost his other match to Thomas Haas. So they're going to go at it right now. This is a rematch, and one of these guys may have a chance at the finals if they can get through Mr. G, Kevin Guimond. Kevin Guimond, the man. Guys, if you haven't hit the share button just yet, please do that ASAP, because we're going to need that. Want everybody to watch these matches and enjoy it. Root on their favorite players. Josh Rupert, I got you, bro. I just saw that. Just saw it. All right, predictions, boys and girls. Predictions, please. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Luckily, this table has the 9-inch pockets on it. Otherwise, that ball wasn't going in. Lukas opening up. And that's going to be a pass-off. Lukas Fracasso Verner takes rack number 1 in our B-side race to 7. That's race to 7. Josh Rupard. I got you, buddy. I know we can't. We have to be proper. Got to do it. Got to do it. Got to do it. Guys have been talking about it all weekend. All month, really. Ultimate Pool New England is here. Make sure you guys go like and follow the Ultimate Pool New England Facebook page. There's going to be a lot of posts coming out of that page letting you know who to contact in your local areas. If you want to know who to contact, again, shoot them a message, like and follow that page, or you can just shoot me a message, and one by one I will respond to you guys and get you in touch with whoever it is in your local area to get Ultimate Pool rocking and rolling. 30-minute match clock, 30-second shot clock. Pretty awesome stuff. All right, here we go. Rack number 2. Thomas Haas breaking. He's down just 1-0 in our race to 7. Really exciting. These young up-and-coming players, Lukas and Thomas. It's just really nice to see the talent. Really just love it. I love young players that play awesome and also set a great example. Makes me a huge fan. And I'm a fan of these boys. That's for sure. Garrett McDonald, thank you very much, sir. Really appreciate that. Thank you, Eddie. Appreciate the share. All right, I see Garrett says Lukas 7-4. Chuck Studley says Lukas is going to win this one. Andrew Mason says Thomas 9-8. Joanne Corbett says Lukas. How you doing, Joanne? Michelle Stevens says, see you all next year. Absolutely. Andrew Mason says Thomas 7-5. Joanne Corbett, Thomas is from Pennsylvania. Thank you, Paul Taylor. Lancaster, Pennsylvania. That's right. Thank you, Joseph. Yeah, Paul. Yeah, you're right. Thomas did smoke him earlier today, but that was then, and this is now. And we don't know exactly how that's going to play out. So we're going to see these boys just go at it, see what happens. I mean, in any case, we got quality pool coming at you right now. Lukas looks like he's going to be going to the air here. Rocking the LFV jersey. I'm going to have to share this out there. I see a few people didn't make their way back here, and I'm going to have to help that out right now. Got to make sure everybody can watch these matches. Going to make sure everybody can get back in here and watch these matches. So I'm making sure I'm doing my part. You guys do your part. Share it out there. And guys, again, please make sure you guys are following Ship the Cash. And lots of good pool to show you guys as often as we can. Thomas really needs to stay on it here. I remember we were talking about it earlier. You know, the first match of the day is very different than a later in the day match. You know, like both of these players, super strong. However, the first match of the day, Lukas didn't get a chance to hit balls. Thomas did. That's a factor. And aside from that factor, you got to think about fatigue from either of these players. Are either of these guys tired at this point? You know, like that's another factor. And I'll be honest. I mean, I don't really root for either player. I want to see some good pool, and I want to see the best player win, whoever deserves that. And who that's going to be is still undetermined. Nice play there from Thomas. Lukas narrowly missing the kick shot there. All right, there we go. George Comerford, my man, he says Lukas 7-5. David Green says 7-5 to Thomas. I mean, this is going to be tight. It's going to be tight. Ryan Cullen getting a little heated. He's like, hey, that one set doesn't mean anything. But you know what? If I were you guys, I would just go ahead and make a wager. Because, I mean, we can talk about it all we want, but I think you guys should just put a friendly little wager on there. Then you guys can really sweat it. Put something up. See, can Lucas see this? And he saw it. Where's the cue ball? Oh, no. It's in the drink. That's not what he was hoping for.
Really?
Well, I hate to say this, but Lucas is on 2 fouls right now. Lucas is on 2. And Thomas is looking at the defense right here. And I'll be honest, he messed up the safety, but now he's got ball in hand. He's on 2. Looking for a way to hide this. I mean, this is kind of tricky, to be honest. This isn't cut and dry. You can see he doesn't really have a simple avenue to get frozen on the back of something there. I think he's trying to find a way to just maybe just roll up and freeze on the 8 ball. And I kind of like that. I mean, that's not terrible. It's really all about the cue ball, though. Like, the object ball can go where it's going to go, but you got to really lock up that cue ball. Freeze it up or something. You know, get it super close onto something. And that's pretty good. It's pretty good. He's telling him he's on 2 fouls. There it is, 2 fouls. Lucas is looking for a 2-rail kick here. He's going to go short rail, long rail. And one thing that Lucas has to be aware of, he's going with the 1-railer. Okay. He's got a 1-railer available. There's a chance that he carom scratches. There's a chance that he's got a carom scratch. But remember, his game is on the line here. The game is on the line here. If he doesn't make a legal hit here, game over. Thomas gets a point. And moving on to the next rack. You got to keep that in mind. And Lucas extends this game here. Leaves Thomas an open shot, but he's not dead. And I think Thomas might have expected Lucas to make the hit there. He didn't really freeze him on the 8 ball. And, you know, we talk about that a lot with, you know, the level of defense that you play. You know, it doesn't matter if the ball is blocked. It matters if you can hit it at all. You know, it's got to be like frozen onto the back of the obstruction. Cut off all possible angles. Make the cueing really awkward. You know, Lucas had a full cue ball to work with there. Thomas really needed to tighten up that safety and get it frozen on the backside of the 8 ball. Nice speed there. Really nice shot there from Thomas Haas. This one's a little tricky because Thomas doesn't have a pocket. Or maybe he does. It's tight. It doesn't look like it goes by the 9. Doesn't look like it goes by there. But, I mean, it goes to the right side pocket. It would awkwardly go to the left side pocket as well, but see if he can make it happen. All right, apparently it does go by the 9 ball. I mean, I don't know if he's shaking his head like he doesn't like the shot or if he's disappointed at the speed he hit that. Maybe he was looking to draw it further down. And if it doesn't go by there, he's got to come up with an alternate plan. And if it doesn't go by there, he's got to come up with an alternate plan. He's got to come up with an alternate plan. He's got to come up with an alternate plan. He's got to come up with an alternate plan. He's got to come up with an alternate plan. He's got to come up with an alternate plan. He's got to come up with an alternate plan. He's got to come up with an alternate plan. He's got to come up with an alternate plan. He's got to come up with an alternate plan. He's got to come up with an alternate plan. He's got to come up with an alternate plan. He's got to come up with an alternate plan. He's got to come up with an alternate plan. He's got to come up with an alternate plan. He's got to come up with an alternate plan. He's got to come up with an alternate plan. He's got to come up with an alternate plan. He's got to come up with an alternate plan. He's got to come up with an alternate plan. He's got to come up with an alternate plan. He's got to come up with an alternate plan. He's got to come up with an alternate plan. He's got to come up with an alternate plan. Welcome back, everyone. I see everybody pouring back in. Welcome back. It's our quarterfinal, third, fourth place match between Thomas Haas and Lukas Fracasso Verner. The winner of this will play Kevin Guimond in the semifinal. And whoever wins that match will play the undefeated Fireball, Mike Deshane. Playing super strong this weekend. I don't want to say every break, but most of the breaks Mike had. He was literally break speeding the wing ball in like it was like not even close. Just pow. Smack in the back. Smack in the back of that pocket. Yeah, if you guys are having a problem with the video, just close everything you got going on and then reopen it because it's definitely working. It's working. We're working here, folks. I'm going to split the 9-ball here. Comes a little heavy there, but I think he got the job done. Does look like he is blocked. Looks like there's just barely an avenue there. He's going to have to manipulate this. I don't think that there's a natural line there. I think the 7 might be in the way of that. He's going to have to play it early on that short rail and twist it over. Overspun that when he clicked it right into the 7-ball. Good attempt. We don't want to see good. We want to see great. So Thomas Haas, ball in hand again. Everything's fairly open now. Not really anything to figure out. It's really more about just execution at this point. Pretty sure we're going to see Thomas play one rail position, get above the 6-ball. He'll play it in the left side pocket, I believe. Does hit the second rail, but same idea there. Left side pocket on the 6-ball. Trying to just play those natural lines where you have a huge area and a nice, proper line for that next shot. Don't really want to force anything. That was a nice natural line there. Welcome back, Danny Pavo, Kevin Bourne. Kevin, I'll see you in a couple weeks. JB, what up, bro? Vincent Boravage, I know your boy is out. Another strong finish from him, 5th, 6th in this one. Talking about Nick Charette. And Lucas says, that's good, Thomas. All set. All right, 1 game apiece. And Lucas coming with the break. Remember, a lot of times that lag can be a huge, huge factor. Can be a huge factor. Because with an alternate break format, I mean, if you're just winning on your break, that means that Lucas has the advantage there. So you got to try to find a way to break serve. Try to find a way. Yeah, we're just talking about it. Rax, Vernon, Connecticut. Pete Brown and the boys. We're going to be down there December 14th and 15th for the Lascotti Cup. You get to see Lukas Fracasso Verner and his team take on the challenging team of Steve Mack and his boys. A lot of top players in that one. Dorothy, you're hilarious. All right, let's hear it. Where's Connecticut and where's Pennsylvania? I know you guys are out there. Who you rooting for? You got to shout it from the rooftops. Let them know. Let them know. Thomas just trying to consider the outcome. If he makes this and get under the 2-ball, 2-ball to go under the 3. Got to make it through that 7-9. And he doesn't make it through. That was always going to be a tough one. That was always going to be a tough one. Pretty sure I already said it, but just if I didn't, I saw the notification for Pete Genovese. Thank you for your donation, brother. Appreciate it. I don't know if I like that shot there. Didn't really get the job done there. Thomas does have an opportunity to bank with position. He's going to stand up again. I mean, he could totally make the bank and just kind of leave the cue ball right there. Just kind of float forward just a hair. And he's not even going for it. I mean, he's got the shot. You can see it right there. You got to throw the bank just a hair. Yeah, there you go. You got it. I want to see the shot. Oh, no, he's not going for it. I'm curious. Curious about that decision there. Really curious about that decision. And we talk about it a lot where we say that, you know, if you have the opportunity to keep your opponent off the table, then you should go ahead and do that. But and Lucas got a good roll. Is he going to get a bad one right after? Yep. Actually, you can still kind of see it. Might even have the whole thing. Lucas goes all defense. Tried to get the cue ball under the 7. He had a good line there. The speed was off just a hair. But Thomas now has an opportunity to play some defense as he's left him the entire ball to look at. Only thing is that Thomas doesn't have the center or the bottom of the cue ball to work with. He's only just got just the top of the cue to shoot at. Makes it really, really tough to control that cue ball when you've only got a portion of it to work with. Similar when you're kind of jacked up on a ball It's really tough to do. Really tough to control. And Thomas mishits that one. He's going to leave an opening. And Lukas misses the bank and leaves him completely hooked there. Got to be able to fade those things. And it looks like Thomas is able to fade that. But unfortunately, he's still got the shot to shoot. So, I mean, mental composure is such a massive factor when you're in competition. Whether it's action, tournament, whatever. You're trying to win, perform your best. Somebody gets fortunate against you, leaves you something funny. They didn't do it on purpose, missed a shot and hooks you. You just got to deal with that. You got to try to just shake it off and move on. All right, nice recovery there. Lukas is perfect in line now. You can see he's really anxious to get his revenge on Thomas. I mean, Lukas usually has a little pep in his step, but he's totally got like an added amount of confidence right now. You can see it in the way that he's walking around the table. He feels like he just can't miss. Really doesn't have anything to worry about right now. And this was a really big game because Thomas is breaking next. And if Thomas was able to break serve there, then he could have compounded that and maybe went up 3-1. But now Lukas is going to have the lead 2-1 and Thomas breaking. Right now, Lukas Fracasso Verner goes up 2-1 in our B-side race to 7. And again, that was a massive missed opportunity for Thomas. And honestly, it wasn't Thomas that did really anything wrong. It was really Lukas got fortunate there and hooked him a couple of times. I want to shout out Snookers, Providence, Rhode Island, the home of the New England Pool and Billiards Hall of Fame. And right now, you got to go book your private parties, holiday parties, work parties, all that jazz. Right now is a great time to do that. But you got to do that ASAP. The month of December is a great time for that. There's a lot of time off. The working class guys got a lot of time off. Right now is a really good time to do that, but you got to do it soon. People book that at Snookers very often. SnookersRI.com to get more info there. But again, you can have any configuration of the tables that you can think of. Anything from 1 all the way to 15 tables. You can reserve them. And you can have your own little private event or a big private event right at Snookers. 53 Ashburton Street, Providence, Rhode Island. All right, Thomas Haas. This is rack number 4. He's down 2-1. And we're going to look for a break and run. Try to tie this up. That was a really nice break there. And he is going to get a look at the 1 ball. That was really solid. This is, again, one of those racks where it's kind of just execution. I mean, I think the opening shot is really the biggest factor here. He's a little straight on the 1. Doesn't offer a ton of options as far as getting shape on that 2. He may just draw back slightly and just accept the longer shot. Doesn't want to get jacked up on the 8 ball. He's got the shot. All right, he's down. Already had a little bit of an angle. Okay. That was a little deceiving. Really nice shot there. Great control from Thomas Haas. You know, we were talking about it with this match with Lukas Fracasso Verner earlier today. That was our first match of the day. And we were talking about that where Thomas is really consistent as far as his approach to each shot, what references he looks at, his pre-shot routine, the timing of his shot. Everything is really just consistent. Over and over, the same thing. Boy, is he solid. Click and roll. Pretty strong here. Nice control there. And not much he really has to do. There's a little angle on the 8-ball here, and he got it. He got that. Great speed, perfect shape. And Lukas says that's good. All right, we got twos. Tied up at 2 games apiece. Take a quick word from Ultimate Pool. Again, taking a couple words from Ultimate Pool. We are back here in Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Connecticut, New Hampshire, Vermont, and Maine, all with Ultimate Pool now. Ultimate Pool New England. Lukas double checking the rack now. Something didn't seem right for him. Not sure exactly what it was. Something wasn't sitting right. But again, Ultimate Pool boasting the guaranteed $100,000 first place prize for the team winners. That's in 2025. That's next year's grand finals. You got to sign up by January. January is the cutoff. That's when that session's going to begin. And again, just go to Ultimate Pool New England on Facebook. And you can like that page, shoot them a message, or you can just reach out to me. I can help you out too. $100,000 for the grand finals. Who doesn't want to play for that? Playing league pool. What are we doing? All right, here we go. Successful break. 2-ball comes back into play. Kind of ties up with that 9-ball. Fortunate for Lukas, he's got an angle to go into that 2-ball. He's close to the rail, so it makes things a little more difficult. We're going to see if he can do this. He peels it off just a bit. And he comes out really good. Great shot there from Lukas Fracasso Verner. Really nice shot there. Maintaining control. He wasn't expecting that type of slide on the cloth, and he ended up sliding into that 6-ball, and it held him up. Nice carom shot there. Makes the 3-ball. Now he's going to be all the way down table for this 4-ball. This is tough. This is tough. This is tough. This is a tough one. A little awkward with the pocket where his bridge hand is. And that was just a comfort. That was just a comfort thing there, in my opinion. You know, it's tough to really get a comfortable, confident bridge when you got the rubber of the corner pocket and your hands all the way back off the table. Thomas going to fire this one. No, he's just going to roll it up. Accepting that longer shot. A little off angle. When your accuracy is as good as a player like Thomas Haas, it's okay to accept those longer shots. You don't have to get so fancy with that cue ball action. You know, you don't really have to go too crazy with it. And I see what Thomas is doing there, really just taking his time to do a lap and get all the references he needs for where he wants to end up. That's a huge, huge step in quality pool. Just looking at the line of the ball to the pocket. Stands behind the ball to the ball. And now he gets down. Clean looking fundamentals on this boy. Let's go back and forth here. 1-2. And he gets there. Great shot there from Thomas Haas. Nothing too crazy here. Got to hold the cue ball. Nice job there. All right, Haas takes the lead for the first time in the match. 3-2 now for Thomas Haas. If you're just joining us, we are here live at Forest City Billiards in Portland, Maine, and we're here for the State of Maine Open 9-ball. And we're down to our final 4 players. We got these 2 boys here. The winner of this match will play Kevin Guimont in the semifinal. And then the winner goes on to play the undefeated Mike Deshane. The fireball. Playing super strong in his own right. That break is just brutal. Mike Deshane breaking rack your own 9-ball. Who wants it, man? I don't want to play like that. Sure, 95% of the world doesn't want to play like that. Maybe more. But here we are, final 4. All right, Thomas Haas breaking. This is rack 6. He's up 3-2. This is where things can change. If he can come with a break and run or even just a win here in this rack, that's going to put him in a huge advantage. 4-2 up. That's what he needed to do. He needed to break serve there. Because remember, Lukas broke first. So now that Thomas has the lead with the break, he's got a big advantage. If he wins on all of his breaks, Thomas will win the match. And Lukas has to play catch up a little right now. A little hampered with the 6-ball right there where his bridge hand's going to be. Don't think it's going to jeopardize the shot going in. But he's really just going through the motions to make sure he's not going to do anything stupid. Quality lines, getting all of his references, mapping out his plan of attack. Thomas looking again. Something seems to be kind of bugging him. Maybe he's just having kind of a mental error, if you will. A little brain buzz. Nice line of the shot right there. Again, not too many issues here. I think he was really just concerned with the 2, 3, 4, just because of where they are there. There's a couple of tricky things that you could get funny on, and I think he's already got his plan in place, so he knows what he wants to get here. And I think he did okay with that. Couple of options on how he can play this. Not sure exactly what he's thinking. He's getting up there. He's on the fence about something. On the fence about something. Danny Mastermaker, what's up, bro? I see you. Great control there. Great control there. This is really it. If he pockets the 4 ball here, he's going to finish out this game. That's a big swing. Big swing. Phil Davis, what up? AB, what up, my man? Isaac Wooten, keep up the good work, my friend. Hopefully I'll see you soon. I think Thomas is really just going to check this one back and forth with the cue ball. He's going to end up right underneath that 6 ball. I mean, you could try to hold this, but there's no reason to, really. He's going to go 2 rails back and forth across the table here. Wants to contact the rail just underneath the 9 ball. Doesn't really want to get close to the 9 ball, but... And you see the line he's considering to get on that 6 ball. I think he wants to be closer to the rail, have an angle towards the 8 ball when he actually shoots the 6. 1, 2. And he wants to be on the right side of the 6 as he indicated. And I think he did really well with that. Gonna float this one over. That was a nice shot there. Lots of control needed to keep that just like that. Bag draw right above the 9 ball here. That'll put him up 4-2. All right, 9 ball down. Thomas Haas goes up 4-2 in our quarterfinal race to 7. Guys, don't forget, got the Lascotti Cup coming up. Just a couple of weeks, we're going to be over at Rax in Vernon, Connecticut. Don't want you guys to miss that one. Remember, it's free to watch and free to spectate in the room. We got some awesome teams for that one. Again, team captain, team captain, reigning champion, Lukas Fracasso Verner, going to be battling against the challenging champ, Mr. Steve Mack. Bo Powers, I see you, bro. I got you. Yeah, send me the stuff, bro. You know I got you. All right, not the wide open spread that he was looking for here. But he has a look and he's got the first shot. I want to thank David Green for your donation. David Green, thank you very much for your donation. I really appreciate that. Yeah, guys, I really appreciate the donations. That's a really big help to me. Really do appreciate that. David Green, thank you very much for your generosity. Appreciate that. Hey, Jeremy. What's up, bro? Yes, sir. Doing well. Having a good time over here. Rob Viebert. Sorry if I botched up your name there. Rob Viebert, thank you very much for your generosity. I appreciate your donation, brother. Really do appreciate that. Got some cool stuff I'm going to give out. We'll do a raffle for some of the stuff I got in the kitty. Drew Stadel, thank you very much for the stars. Appreciated. I see you guys talking about Lukas not looking himself or in a slump or something. Honestly, it's not. It's situational stuff. You know, just because he's not, like, manhandling the match doesn't really mean he's in a slump. I mean, he's looking good. He's looking good everywhere else. It's just the situation that he's in right now. You know, like, he's got a lot of respect for Thomas. You got to give him that. He knows Thomas. They're friends. So you got to have that. And to be honest, Thomas was actually telling me that he was in a little bit of a slump lately and not feeling himself at the table. And right after he played a little in this room, I said, Thomas, how you feeling? And he's like, honestly, I've been feeling terrible, but I played a little bit, and honestly, I feel like I'm going to do real well. He's like, I feel great. So, you know, that's something to take note of. You know, it's a mental thing sometimes. You know, maybe it's a sleep factor. Yeah, Tyler, I mean, that can be something. You know, I know you're saying it's been like the last 5 tournaments or so, but you got to remember when a player is, you know, coming up in the game and adding things to their skill set and, you know, just adjusting things, all of those things, you know, like they can have like a spurt of high and then they kind of like fade off a little bit, and then their next spurt of high goes even higher, and now their basement is a little bit higher as well. So Lucas's low game, his worst game, is better than it was, you know, maybe 5 tournaments ago, but maybe he's not having those highest highs right now. Yeah, Josh Rupard, that's another factor. It's a new room for both of the guys. You know, it's a new room for both of the guys, so you know, maybe, you know, Thomas is just digging the equipment and making the adjustment easier and quicker than Lukas is currently. But I mean, you guys know how pool is. Pool is always situational. You know, like you could drill a guy one time and then the next time he drills you, and it means nothing. It just means that's what happened. You know, that's what happened. That's all it means. And I want you to take note of some body language here. Thomas approaching the table and leaving the table. Smooth, soft, slow, calm. Not like a snail, but just, I'm just going to move out of the way now. I'm just going to go back to my seat. When it's his turn, same thing. Gets up, walks to the table nice and smooth and slow, calm, collected. And Lukas gets up. He's almost like hop, skipping, and jumping over there because he's anxious to get a point. And, you know, like, I mean, I'm not saying Lukas is not talented. I love the kid. I'm a super big Lukas Fracasso Verner fan, but he's showing a little bit of anxiety in the match just with his body language. Forget about the results or the score. Forget about any of that. I'm just saying, body language-wise, Lukas is showing that he's a little anxious right now, and he's got to be able to calm that down. Dial it back just a little bit. And you guys tell me what you think. I'm just telling you how I feel, how I see the situation there. I mean, I'm looking at facial expressions and whatnot in the room. Maybe you guys can't see those things on screen, but I'm sensing a little bit of anxiety from Lukas where Thomas is kind of just focused on the job at hand and just getting it done. Wow, that was a great attempt there. However, he's going to hang it up. Lukas needs to take advantage here. Pete Genovese, Thomas is from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. And there you go, Joy McFeeders. That's Mom in the chat there. He's 23, born on the 4th of July. Jeremy, you're funny. Yeah, Paul Tyler says body language from Lukas just seems a little off from what he's used to seeing. He's not really totally locked in there. I agree with that. You know, again, it's like a lot of pool stuff is situational. That's why I always say, like, you know, like handicaps can always be off because, you know, you rate this guy like this and you rate that, you know, and you rate this person like that, but you don't know what's in their mind. You know, like this guy fought with his girl and this guy is having a wonderful day. This guy just hit like 500 on a scratch ticket or something. You know, like you don't know what's going on in these people's minds. It's all situational stuff. But if you're looking at just the play and just what we're seeing here, I see a little anxiety from Lukas, and I just see cool, calm, collected from Thomas. And that's the major difference I see. You know, like Lukas just really wants to put up a point right now. He wants it put up 10 minutes ago. And that's when some errors can happen. You know, you kind of let your body go ahead of your mind and vice versa. And he's going to give him that one. All right, Lukas goes to 4-3. Or 3 here. And Lukas just needs to go take a quickie. Thomas says, I don't care, bro. Go ahead. Again, we got 4-3 here. Yeah, Josh Rupard, that's a great assessment right there. Thomas is controlling the tempo, is why Lukas is so anxious and wants to shoot, in your opinion. Yeah, you're right. I totally agree with that. Totally agree with that. Guys, make sure you're following Ship the Cash so you can get all the notifications when we go live to bring you some cool stuff. And, of course, if you are able to donate, really appreciate that. Links in the comments. It's a pinned comment. Do some giveaways or whatnot. Really appreciate you guys. And Thomas looking like he's ready to go. Thomas has a question here. Thomas just mentioned, and he's like, "Hey, I want to wait for Lukas." And right now, we're going to have the people behind the scenes extending our finals arena. I love what Tyson's doing. That's the man right in the background there. That's Tyson right there. He's wearing the toque, khaki pants, and the black Forest City shirt. That's your guy right there. That's the star of the show. That's the star of the show. That's the star of the show right there. And, you know, if he wasn't so busy, I'm sure he'd come and talk with us. But he's been busy all weekend. I've asked him a couple of times. He's like, "Hey, man, I'm tied up." So maybe he'll have a minute to come chat with us. But all right, Lukas stalling the match now. We're going to send the leg breakers in the bathroom, get them off the toilet. Yeah, Josh, I'm liking exactly where you're at. I'm liking exactly where you're at. Yeah. Everyone has a personal life. You never know what's affecting anyone mentally. He's not 16 or 17 years old anymore. You're right. There's so many factors going on. We have no idea what's going on in these guys' heads. You just gotta take note of that. All right, here we go. And that's going to be a dry break. And he's not going to be happy about that. I really don't like that Lukas took a break on Thomas's turn. You know, like, that's most of the time that's a rule that you can't do that. And there's reasons for that. But we're just going to say, hey, they're friends and they don't care. But yeah, he did need a bird bath, Will, but to be fair, you got to do that when it's your time. You don't take someone else's time, make them sit there and wait. That's not how you do that. Bad form, Lukas. We're going to talk about that later. I love you, kid, but that wasn't right. Yeah, Eric, yes, it is. It is alternate break. That is the format here. Guys, if you haven't hit the share button, hit it. Hit that share button. Alcock, thank you very much for your donation. Really appreciate you. And Wyatt Dutton, thank you also. Thank you very much, Wyatt and Al. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you very much so. All right, Lukas figured out what he wants to do here. Definitely got low on the ball here. I think he left himself the bank shot. I think that's what he was playing here. And Lukas, being as talented as he is, he can do that. He can play for a bank shot. Contacts the 8-ball. That might end up biting him a little bit. Blocked the pocket on the 5-ball. Obviously, he can play the combination, but think he wanted to do that. Joy, I see your comment there. Lucas beat Thomas at Snooker's Joust tournament. It didn't bother Thomas at all that Lucas took a break there. Yeah, maybe so. But, I mean, it's easy to just say, oh, no, it's all right. Don't worry about it. You know, I know Thomas is a tough kid. You know, mentally, I know he's a tough kid. You know, and I don't think he would ever, like, say, oh, yeah, you shouldn't have done that. But, you know, just it's a thing. You know, I mean, when I host events, like when I am the director and I put the rules out there, that's against the rules. And, you know, Lucas knows those things, and whether it's a friendly thing or not, you should know not to do that. And I'm not really, like, trying to scold the kid or anything. I just speak in my mind, that's all. Yeah, Lucas is definitely out of line here. He's got to come up with something. All right, he misses the 5 ball, but it's going to end up in a funny spot here. This is kind of tricky. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of regretting bringing it up. I mean, I just speak my mind. You guys know how I am, but I'm not trying to say Lucas was doing the wrong thing intentionally. I'm just saying that was not a normal thing there. We don't need to drag that out. I don't think he did it intentionally to pull a move or something. Let's see what Thomas Haas can come up with here. Really tricky spot here. He's got another roll at something, and he makes that. You know, I'm not saying that Thomas was going for the double bank combo, but I'm pretty sure that was always going to be a possibility. You know, he went for the bank. Missed the bank short. Gets second prize, 6 on the side. I believe the phrase goes, good luck is the residue of hard work. And I'm sure Thomas puts in a lot of work. Josh, nah, you're all good, bro. You're all good, Josh. No big deal. We're goody. Yeah, Bob Mercier, he's saying that he pulled up his feet a long time ago as the same matchup. That was the first match of the day. And they find themselves back at each other again. I mean, that's just how it goes. These guys are both champions, both killers. Both killers. And just to remind you, every match will be completed on this table right here, so we are not going to miss a single match. Not going to miss a single ball being struck. So we get to see the entire tournament play out. Tim Cornelio, I love you, brother. Thank you so much for your generosity. Tim Cornelio, thank you so much. I'm going to see you in a couple of weeks at the Lascotti Cup, Tim. You better come by and say what's up. I think I need You better come by. I think I'm going to need a new pair of shorts made out of a dollar bill, please. You and your origami skills. Thomas Haas going up 5-3 now over Lukas Fracasso Verner. It's getting down to brass tacks, boys and girls. We don't have that much more pool to play here. This is only a race to 7. And that's what we're talking about. Racks in Vernon, Connecticut. Just a couple of weeks. That's December 14th and 15th for the Lascotti Cup. Been talking about that one all week. Such an awesome thing put together right there. Honoring the late, great Larry Lascotti. And the champion captain, Lukas Fracasso Verner, takes on the challenging captain, Steve Mack. And we got a lot of heat in that one right there. Again, Lukas is playing with, and I'm going to try to rack my brain again. Lukas is playing with Rob Saez, Rob Pierce, Phil Davis, Kerry McAuliffe, and Ryan Cullen. Steve Mack is playing with Alex Bausch, Kevin Guimond, Ryan Lynham, Josh Thiel, and Lance Lascotti. I mean, is that enough? Is that good enough? No? All right. And that's some pretty strong pool right there. And again, that's 8-ball, 9-ball, 10-ball, doubles, singles, teams, all kinds of action. That's the 14th and 15th of December. Just a couple of weeks away. And Friday the 13th, we're going to be in action over there. Got a 9-foot diamond, 9-foot gold crown, and a whole bunch of valleys. Let's see what Lukas can put together here. Yes, this event is true double elimination. Whoever makes it to play Mike at the end, they got to beat him twice. I almost feel like Mike, it's kind of like, if you guys remember Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, it was like, nobody's beating that guy. You know, you got to go and play Mike at the end. I feel like everybody's trying to fight to get to Mike Tyson right now. Guy's just playing so freaking strong. That break of his is just like, you can't fade it. Like, I never see anybody break and the wing ball goes in like that. It's just insane. And he's bringing the cue ball up with the 1 perfectly every time. Whoever plays him, they got their hands very full. Lukas firing the bank on the 6. He's digging in right now. Says that's good. 5-4. 5-4. Oh, tread lightly. I'm not going down that path. Evelyn Soto, I like that. I think they're trying to build the event to a certain level. You know, like a certain level of play, a certain precedent. And that's really the style of what they're doing with the Lascotti Cup. You know what I mean? They're just trying to get the best of the best and, you know, have the Lascotti Cup turn into something really special. I mean, they're already adding more and more, multiple thousands. You know, and like it just keeps getting better year after year. The quality of the players go up year after year. You guys are hilarious. I see you guys. What's up, Dave? You know, sometimes you can say it without saying it, boys. Just watch the games. And how about that break from Thomas Haas. Really nice position on that one ball. Thomas has a really strong break. Paul Taylor, no. I don't believe we saw any nines on the break in the tournament. I don't think so. Kerry, I'm reading you, bro. I get you. I know what's going on. Yes, at Garabello, you're welcome. I think we might have a partners game for you and a friend. You got to talk to the Maple Syrup Man Pancake about it. We were trying to make it happen for December, like late December, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Doesn't want to get straight on this. He wants to maintain an angle, and I think he got a little straighter than he wanted. It's going to complicate things just a little bit. You see him with a little bit of an eye roll. And he's going to do a lap. I really like that. I really dislike when a player gets into a position and they never go to the other side of the ball. They never go to the other side of the shot. They just stay on that side of the fence, and they just tunnel vision. I'm looking at whatever I'm looking at. They don't go get another reference. Just go look. It's not going to cost you anything. Uriel Castillo, my man. The hell are you? It's been a little while. I saw you over at Rax the last time, I think, is when I saw you. Bryce Swisher, glad you had a great time. Thanks for coming down for the second chance also. Appreciate that. All right, containing shot there. But I think Lucas is going to come with a kick and stick here. At least that's what he's going to attempt here. Thomas definitely not happy about that result. Lucas lining it up right now. All right, Lucas has his lines firmed up here. Let's see what he can get out of this here. Again, looking to kick into the three and just stall the cue ball right there. Got to manipulate it so it hits it full. And he did that great. Fantastic shot, Lukas Fracasso Verner. The only thing I'm going to say that worked against Lucas there is that the three ball is close to the rail. That's going to make it so it's simple to hit this ball, or simpler to hit it. And right there, all I have to say about that is that was a frustration swing, and he took the least amount of time on that shot than he has in any shot in this matchup. Josh Staples, how you doing, bro? Great shot there from Lucas. Yeah, Michael in the chat says first time he's rushed. Totally agree. Yeah, frustration because he didn't get the line he needed for the three ball earlier, and he was forced to play a safe. He didn't like the safety he played. Lucas returned with a better answer, and that really just frustrated him, and I think he just got down and shot at it, hit it a little hard, and he came short, so it's probably going to cost him a game here. Thomas says that's good. It's going to be 55. Sammy Hagar. Lucas made up for it. We got to fight here. We got to fight. Right, and remember, Ultimate Pool now, it's in New England. And you got to go like and follow the Ultimate Pool New England page on Facebook. Or you can shoot me a message. We can direct you on how to get your shot at that 100,000. And like I said, they removed that stipulation about the number of active teams. That's a guaranteed payout, 100,000 first place. And I know it says subject to 1,500 active teams on there, but that's actually been removed. They guaranteed the 100,000 now. So really, really strong stuff from Ultimate Pool. And again, it is now available Rhode Island, Mass, Connecticut, New Hampshire, Vermont, and Maine. So if you want to get involved with Ultimate Pool in your area, shoot me a message, Mike DeMarco on Facebook. You can also message the Ship the Cash page. I would prefer that you message me direct, Mike DeMarco on Facebook. Or you can reach out to that page, just Ultimate Pool New England via Facebook, and we'll get you hooked up. 30-minute match clock, 30-second shot clock. Who doesn't want to do that? All right, boys and girls, it's down to brass tacks right now. Lukas Fracasso Verner. He's breaking this one. This is rack 11, and we're racing a 2 right now. Both boys need 2 games to win. 2 games. That's it. 2 games here. All right, here we go. Rack 11. Let's see what Lucas's break looks like. That's going to be a fortunate roll there. That was not an intended ball to be pocketed on the break. Lucas is just going to accept it, of course, and do what he needs to do. Which in this case, run the heck out. On the 8 ball, that's not going to be a factor. He's looking okay here. Going to end up playing that 5-9 combination. I don't think he's going to try to mess with that. No reason to, really. He looks like he wants to go off the rail towards the 4. I like him going around the backside of the 8 ball instead. Just zigzag right around the 8 ball. Just like that. Ooh, that was tight. Yeah, guys, just a reminder, we're racing to 7 here. All right, Lucas did bump into that, didn't go with the combination. Now he's jacked up. I mean, he's still got a shot here, but I didn't like him getting involved over there. No need. Maybe he felt like there was a need for it, but I didn't think he had to do that. That's going to be a foul. Lucas super, super frustrated right now, and I understand. Totally understand. I think Thomas is going to play this one to the side pocket. Just play one rail shape. He's going to the corner, maybe? I mean, he can do either, to be honest. He can go to the top right corner. Just have a little bit of an angle for himself. Doesn't need to do anything too fancy. Yeah, I'm confused at that too, boys and girls, about the selection there from Lukas. He's going to go with the draw shot. Maybe he likes it better. I mean, he's thinking long about this. I kind of feel like he just needs to, like, reset for a second. Oh, I see what he's going to do. He's going to stun up towards the top left quadrant of the table. He's going to avoid the 8. Oh, no. He did draw it back. That's an odd decision there, but hey, again, you feel a shot. That's what you got to do. And that's sound advice, guys. Whenever you feel a shot in the pit of your soul, that's the one you got to shoot. You have to shoot that one. Otherwise, you work against your inner voice saying, oh, what are you doing? No, don't shoot this one. You know, just whatever you feel, you got to shoot it. A little light on position there. Still very, very good. No issues here. He's going to get up for a minute. Just double checking his lines there. And again, I really like that about Thomas. He usually stays pretty consistent about what he does prior to his shot, his whole pre-shot routine, timing of everything. He's going to do it again. He's going to go back to it. Nice shot there. Lukas super, super frustrated. Doesn't give him that 9 ball. Gave him a lot tougher 9 balls earlier. But after a miss like that, he's like, I'm not doing it. All right, Thomas up 6-5, race to 7 here. And being up 6-5 and you got the break, got to do it. Got to come with it right here. All right, let's hear it, boys and girls. Let's hear it for these two young men. These guys are killing it. They're both superstars, in my opinion. Both superstars, in my opinion. All right. Here we go. Thomas Haas breaking. This is rack 12. He's on the hill. He needs 1. And are we going to get a ball down? No, we're not. It's going to be a dry break. I mean, the table's relatively open. I mean, there's a little bit of work to do here. Lukas is already charging around the table. Lukas indicating where he wants to end up with that cue ball. Oh, boy. I mean, he can still make this, but he just barely avoided the hook. He's still got to do some work here. And he hooks himself. Lukas really, really frustrated. I'm feeling for him. I am. I'm feeling for him. You can just feel the frustration coming out of him. Lukas measuring, trying to guarantee himself shot here. right, throwing it in the hands of fate right now. Makes contact. Cue ball swerves, and he's going to come out okay. Now here's the question. Does Thomas Haas kick or does Thomas Haas jump in this position? He's eyeing up the jump. And I'll be honest, he could jump to the 3 off the 7. It's not terrible. He could jump and thin the 3 ball. Maybe try to find coverage there. I mean, there's a few different things that can go good and a few things that can go bad, of course. And that's going to be okay for Thomas. It's going to be delay of game. Not going to be a game loser or a game winner. Yeah, Joy, I agree with that. I would love to see polls for things like that, like a live poll. We'll work on that. We'll work on that. Lucas looks like he's trying to cut this. This is super tin. Nice shot, and he's going to get okay here. I'm going to say that's definitely a strong shot from Lucas. Lucas ended up coming past that shot on the 5. He's now looking to contest with that 9 ball. I think he can navigate this, but he didn't want to have to do that. That's an unforced error waiting to happen. All right, he's made his assessment. Let's see what he comes with here. All right, he managed that really well, I think. That could have gone really bad. Nice shot from Lukas Fracasso Verner. Lucas really trying to stay composed. Swapped it up again. If something feels wrong, you got to stand up. Lucas is going to end up taking this rack here. All right, boys and girls. We got a double hill rack coming at you right now. All right, put it in the chat. Let's go. Crystal Lynn, how you doing? Nice to see you, honey. Bobby Avalar, what's going on? All right, I want to see it. Put it in there. Put it in the chat. Who's getting this one? Who's got it? Lucas has got the break, but, I want to see it. Who's winning? Just put Thomas or Lucas. Put it in the chat. Who's getting it? Put the name down. Down to 1 rack. After all that, let's go. That's what we're looking for. And don't forget, boys and girls, we got more pool right after this. The winner of this plays Kevin Guimond. And then the winner of that is going to play Mike DeShane. One after another, after another. Quality pool coming your way. And again, want to shout out the boys here at Forest City Billiards, Portland, Maine. That's where we are right now. And I got to thank Tyson Trepanier. He is the star of the show this week. He really is just putting in a ton of work over here. Everybody notices it. He's made this room amazingly beautiful. Quality work for the players. Just showing true effort. Really appreciate that. Tyson Trepanier. Great job here at Forest City Billiards. Mark Frangalangio, what's up, bro? He says, I'll tell you who wins after the break. Yeah, of course. Bud Robidoux, you got it, brother. Don Trotter, you're nice to see you this weekend, bro. Thanks for coming up. You got heart, bro. Get in there and swing. Get in there and fight. Get in there and fight. Don, you got it, brother. My pleasure. Lucas is going to blow his back out racking this long. What the heck's he doing? And our rules about touching that rack, I think Lucas is going to go check it again. See how we make out here. And that's going to be kind of a successful break. He didn't make what he was hoping to make. He kind of fluked the ball in on the break. But he doesn't have a straight shot. He's got a combination. No straight shot here. Nothing wide open. He's got to come with a good combo right here. You just got to come with it. I mean, what are we thinking here, boys and girls? You come with the combo? Or I mean, are you gonna try to play safe? You're not pushing out. What are we doing here? He doesn't have the whole cue ball to work with. He's only got the top piece. Thomas taking a quick peek at the line. He can't make up his mind. So he does push out. That, I don't know. What are you guys thinking? What are you guys thinking? Yeah, Hector Sanchez, you're right. That was our first match of the day. They did play earlier. What are you guys thinking about the push-out decision there? I don't know, man. I mean, I guess he just wants to, like, extend the rack and make sure. I guess. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't give an opportunity to my opponent, I guess. I mean, maybe not one like this. He tied up to 5-6, but the three's right there. And Thomas plays the one ball. I think he was playing safe there. And he doesn't have a look at this. He does not have a look at this. But I'll be honest with you, if he jumps here, I think he's a favorite. I think he's a favorite to make it. And Joy says, I don't play good enough to have an opinion. That's not what I heard, Joy. I've heard you play pretty sporty, so. Make the 9 with the carom off the 2. Yeah, no. So, I mean, he can swerve this or he can jump this, but I'm pretty sure he's jumping here. I feel like that's what he wants to do. He doesn't have a look at it. I mean, I'm almost exactly in line with this ball. And like I'm saying, he does not have a clear shot. He's thinking about the jump. And he is going to go to the jump. He's going to grab the jump cue. I mean, it's probably like an eighth of a ball on the 8 ball that's blocking, maybe a third of a ball. I'm not trying to move too much because I'm kind of in his line here, but Thomas was originally going to go with his full break cue to jump here. Now he's going with the shorty. Like from right here, it looks like he can see it, but it's definitely not the case. Wow, how about that for position? Are you kidding me? Oh, my goodness. What a shot from Thomas Haas. Let's hear it for this kid from Pennsylvania. Wow. Unreal. Look at the line he's got on this 3 ball. I mean, what? You can't ask for much more than that out of that situation. Lukas pushes out. The kid 2-rail kicks it in, playing safe. Or even playing a 2-way. Hooks himself on the 8, jumps it in, and then gets this for shape. Not bad. I mean, this is the one right here. 4 to the corner, and you got to get on the 5 ball, get above the 5 ball. That's it. That's the shot. See a really nice line to see this angle here. Chad Johns, who is this guy? Yeah, exactly. Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Thomas going to take another look around. I really like that about him. I'm going to keep telling you that. Drill it in your heads as well. Oh, boy. Right into the rail. Could feel him. Feeling the pressure just a little bit. Wow. 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 That's tough. That is tough right there. That is really, really tough right there. Lukas over here sharpening his tip with a pencil sharpener. Is that a Pentec sharpener, Lukas? I'm just messing with him. He's using one of those, like a Kamui gator grip thing, whatever you call it. All right, here we go. Lukas Fracasso Verner. 5 balls on the table. Something felt off when Thomas was about to shoot that one. I could feel something. You could see him like trying to like get that back into his arm. You know, get that blood pumping back into his arm. Got to do the opening shot with the bridge. Great speed there from Lukas. Yeah, Evelyn Soto, you said it. We've all been there. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, boy. I can't believe what I just saw. Misses the 8 ball and gives it to Thomas. That wasn't right. I can feel the frustration from Lukas, man. That's tough.